The Bible says authorities come from God, but at times the way some of our authorities take decisions, I begin to wonder if the Bible said what is real, but I believe the Bible said what is true, and I don't know if we are the wrong people, the right authorities, or we have the wrong authorities over us. How can we be at less than 1,000 and markets, businesses are closed up, schools are closed down, and at 4,000 we want to reopen schools? I see nothing but suicide mission of this part of the government, from the part of the government, because it is uncalled for that the number of the cases are increasing, and we want to send our children to school to go and die, or what? If we are a responsible people, this is the time that we have to see into putting in place more measures, strict measures, to see how we cope the rise of this case, the number of cases. Because up till now, the measures that were first of all put in place, which the popular ones were the closing down of bars at 6 p.m. And now bars are open, nightclubs are open, and the number has skyrocketed. The number of cases has skyrocketed. And it keeps on, because this number that is even given is the official number. Because there are people who are moving the coronavirus who have not yet been tested. Because we have been waiting for health experts to come to our quarters and test the people as the government said. But we have not seen any yet. I don't know if Professor Mark Anthony have seen it in his own quarter, or Doctor he have seen it in her own quarter. We are yet to see that. Which means that there are people who are moving around with this COVID-19 virus without knowing. Given that maybe this number may be even a double of the reality, maybe half of the reality. So I think that the government should leave these children at home. See, further notice, because it is not only in Cameroon. All around the world, the children have not been going to school. Even though in some parts of the world they have said that they are doing this, what is e-learning. But in Cameroon, it's practically impossible, given that people don't have even access to a TV set. Many people, we have electricity problem. No, it's not every part of Cameroon that has electricity. It's not every part of Cameroon that has internet connection. That even in the parts of the country that we have electricity, how many homes can afford a TV set?
But the government made it clear that schools are supposed to resume for examination classes, because this year is not supposed to be considered as a
examinations. Students they have immune bodies that they cannot contract coronavirus. There are children, people's children. How many students get registered for the examination each year? There are thousands. How are they going to manage that? Now they are saying that we are talking of 1st of June. What is the date of today? Well, less than a week to that date, and no measures have been put in place in those schools to make sure that those schools will receive these students and things will move right. I thought that by now I would see health experts on the field, maybe sanitizing in the environment, disinfecting the environment. But unfortunately, we have not seen that. So I don't know how the government is hoping to do what they are saying they will do. So we're waiting to see.
Okay, I'm going to move over to you, Dr. Simo. I think it's worth talking about, because at this particular point in time, Cameroon is already at 156 deaths. Every day we wake up to new death cases. Every day we wake up to new coronavirus cases at 4,288 recorded cases. Do you think it is the right time for schools to actually resume?
Yes, excuse me to laugh when I understand my friend say that people or students should be at home. It's not possible, because we know that now, even now, we say that people are home. They are not at home. They are in the market. We see them every time. It's our child. Now we have to be responsible now. That's what I'm thinking about. You have to be responsible now. You have to take care. It is a time for us to have our part of responsibility. When you say that people should be at home, school should be in, it's not possible. Donc derrière cette histoire de Covid, je ne voudrais pas que les Camerounais, que ça crée une phobie. Parce qu'à un moment, à force d'y penser négativement, on va finir par arriver à une phobie. Et il ne faudrait pas qu'on se retrouve en train d'avoir peur au point de ne même plus savoir qu'il y a des mesures barrières. Heureusement, vous l'aviez relancé en le disant. L'école reprend le 1er juin et un ensemble de dispositifs ont été mis sur pied. D'abord, uniquement les classes d'examen. Ça veut dire, commençons par l'école primaire, par exemple, où on avait de la maternelle au coût moins 2, ce qu'on appelle classe 6. On se rend compte maintenant de la maternelle au coût moins 1, plus personne. Only classe 6. Au coût moins 2. Ça veut dire que si l'école avait au moins, ne serait-ce que 6 bâtiments, 6 salles de classe par niveau, alors aujourd'hui, on aura les 6 salles de classe pour juste un seul niveau, classe 6. Et avec ça maintenant, ça veut dire que s'il y avait 6 enseignants, s'il y avait 6 salles de classe, pardon, on aura au moins 6 enseignants. Vous vous rendez compte maintenant que ces 6 enseignants vont s'occuper d'un seul niveau, c'est-à-dire d'une seule classe. Donc, il est important, en fait, la mesure, l'ouverture de l'école maintenant amène seulement les parents à plus de responsabilités. D'ailleurs, une note est sortie là-dessus, où on demandait aux parents de munir leurs enfants des cache-nez et des gels hydroalcooliques. Et je vous rappelle, le gouvernement même a sorti une note plus forte là-dessus. Les enfants, comme vous les voyez revenir là, n'ont plus droit aux récréations. It's finished. It means that we put them 20 or 25 per classe. Et là maintenant,
la question c'est que est-ce que toutes ces écoles vont respecter cet ordre?
C'est une obligation parce que déjà il y a réduction d'effectifs. C'est-à-dire tout est mis en place pour que le respect soit effectif et soit concret. Maintenant, moi je l'ai entendu parler des dispositifs liés au nettoyage des écoles. Permets-moi de lui dire, parce que ça au moins je le sais. Et je crois que c'est dans tous les... À Douala 5e par exemple, c'est un arrangement, c'est une organisation qui est mise sur pied. On ne peut pas le faire maintenant parce qu'on a encore 2 semaines, c'est beaucoup. En 2 semaines, les gens peuvent entrer et infecter à nouveau l'établissement. Mais je crois que le dernier week-end du premier, les maires de chaque arrondissement sont en train de mettre un ensemble de batteries en jeu pour que toutes les écoles primaires, tous les lycées et collèges soient désinfectés avant le 1er juin. Maintenant, si les parents respectent chacun 2 cache-nez à son enfant avec un gel hydroalcoolique, je crois que l'enseignant maintenant en classe le 1er jour gagnerait de réinculquer ces valeurs de respect des mesures barrières à l'enfant pour que ensemble on essaye de... Parce que maintenant le Covid est venu changer les mentalités, ça tout le monde devrait le savoir, mais on ne peut pas accepter que nos enfants payent le prix d'une année blanche. Donc il est important que nous tous, parents, enseignants et responsables, nous mettions la main dans la pâte pour que nos petits-enfants finissent leur année sans Covid.
Okay, thank you very much, Doctor. I'm going to move over to you, Professor. I want you to tell me something. At a time when these cases keep on increasing on a daily basis, do we think that if we take an example, let's say to the Southwest region at Konye, how are we sure that institutions or schools in this particular area, just like Dr. Simo was saying, are going to respect these different barrier measures in their various institutions?
To begin with, Belvian, I want us to go back to when it was 150-something cases. When we had 150-something cases, the leader of our country took a measure that was so effective at that particular moment to fight against the spread of this COVID-19. What happened is he closed down schools because the lives of our children were at risk. He's not only closed down schools, he actually closed down bars. The best of it was he closed down nightclubs. And when that happened, people stayed at home. I am sure that was one of the very best measures that were taken during that period to actually fight this COVID-19. But the day I heard that on the 1st of June, schools are supposed to resume, I was a little bit disturbed. Why am I saying so? Because irrespective of the measures you put to restrict a child from interacting with the friend, it becomes difficult to actually stop them. If we say, like the doctor just said, that there will be no recreative moments, it becomes recreative.
Yes, we're right. You say it.
Good. There will be no recreative moments for them. But that does not stop them from interacting. They will still interact because that is the way they are. They are vulnerable, and the truth is that we will not be police. They will not have police that will be protecting them 100% at every given moment. So, when you look at it, you just ask a question concerning the kid in Konye. When you look at that child in Konye, whatsoever the Dio struggles to do, those children know how to play. They want to stay in their, in their associations. They want to stay with their friends. So by the time he comes back to school, haven't missed the friend for over 2 months, something will surely happen. They will get to embrace, they will get to agree. And I want to tell you, there will be practically no way to stop those children. Even if they give them mask, you give them hand sanitizers, they like to associate. And that is the nature of an African man in the first place. It is in our children. As an individual, I am not standing against the government measures. It is the government measure. But as an individual, I will not send my children to school. They will stay at home. The year will lose. They will lose this year. Why? Because I don't want them to be exposed out there. You see, I said when it was 150, schools were closed. But we had 4,000 something schools are about to be open. It is ironical to put it together. It's ironical because you can't actually tell me that when we had just 150 cases, schools were closed. Now that there are more than 4,000, what do we say then? It means that there is surely a game somewhere where we cannot actually meet up with it. Something is wrong. That strategy, I don't know who actually gave counsel to the president to actually take that kind of decision. But I would say the counselor, the person who gave that counsel, gave a wrong counsel. Why? Because I don't know if his children are schooling the way my own children are schooling in a government primary school where they need to go there and associate with children from different homes. Okay, we say there are parents that are going to market right now as we are talking. Some of the kids are even being sent to the market. What if one of these children is infected? What if even the teacher is infected? What if the parents are infected and they have passed the issue to their children? Then they come to class. Let's say we are going to give them even 3 meters distance in school. But the moment that they enter the class, or maybe when they leave the school, they will feel, children feel like when you tell them don't do this, it's like you have instead told them do it. Psychologically, when you restrict a child from doing something, you are promoting the child to do that same thing. So when you tell them don't associate, they'll find it difficult. So what they'll do is, when there is nobody looking, they'll associate. And what do you think? They are going to, somebody who's going to contact it. And that is how it keeps spreading, and our children will be infected. And the nation will be in a chaos. Like we are already getting into a position where I don't know how we're going to handle it if we have more than 4,000 cases.
Mr. Tamfu Jones, do we risk seeing or registering up to or more than 4,000 cases in a month's time?
The number may double or triple.
Triple, even quadruple.
Yeah, because from what my doctor here said, I don't get it. That people are going to the market. They say that children should not go to school, but children are being sent to the market. It is true.
Very bad.
But if some parents are irresponsible and send their children to the market, must the ones that are responsible, who have kept their children away from the outside world just to prevent them from contracting this virus, suffer the consequences of these children who were sent to the market being sent to the same school coming 1st June to write the GC, whether the GC who the first school living certificate? Because those who were sent to the market, if it's that in the market they contracted the virus, and I, John Tamfu, who kept my own child in the house, that you should not go out again because of the virus. I did not send my child to who is to write the same first school living. And who sent the child to the market and contracted the virus? Those two children, they are going to write in the same hall. And what happens to them? Is Madam telling me that those schools will be able to take one child per class? If at all that's the case, after the examination, won't the children stand outside the class or the campus and tell the friend that in number 1A was this, I wrote this, which is usually the case. You can never prevent that. So, and Madam Doctor says that we cannot afford, that they cannot afford to lose a whole academic year like that. But we are talking in the same country, whereby for the past 4 years, some children are in the bushes. They don't go to school. They don't have health facilities. They don't eat well. And we are in the same country. Are we now, is Madam trying to tell me that some Cameroonians are more important than others? No. If we are fighting this COVID-19, it's a pandemic. All our lives are at stake. And if we are putting up a fight, let that fight be as serious as possible so that everybody should be safe. Instead of the numbers going down as it is done in other countries, we are seeing improvement in other countries. Our own is skyrocketing, and yet we are joking with it. I see people masturbating with this issue. It is not a joking matter. So, if they think that a school year is more important than the lives of Cameroonians, and I mean an academic year is more important than the life of Cameroonians, I don't understand from which angle they are judging it. Because in countries around the world, great powers with all the powers, medical powers, institutions and strong institutions have closed down schools. But in Cameroon, we want to open schools. I don't know what we are showing to the world. I don't know if our own education is so important and special more than in other parts of the world or what. Madam, I don't understand how in a country like this. Madame, je vais vous poser une question en français. Vous préférez un enfant illettré, vivant, ou un enfant éduqué et mort? I will put it in English so that the viewers will hear. I'm asking our doctor if she will prefer a dead educated child or a living illiterate child, because that is the question I'm asking to the government and to doctor here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tamfu Jones. Over to you, doctor.
Oui, je reviens à quelque chose d'important. Je vous comprends parfaitement. Ça, je le dis, je vous comprends. Mais je dis, la situation actuelle, et ça, j'insiste là-dessus, appelle à la responsabilité de tous. Lorsque je dis mon enfant, ça veut dire, je lui donne un ensemble de consignes. Moi, j'ai une fille de 3e qui va reprendre et 2 des universités qui vont reprendre. Je lui dis, ma fille, comme tu vas, tu ne dis bonjour à personne, tu ne touches la main de personne, tu ne fais pas ci, tu ne fais pas ça. C'est ça qu'on appelle éducation. Mais reconnaissant, ça il faut le dire, et puis avec toute la douleur, qu'il y a beaucoup de parents qui ont raté cette partie-là. C'est-à-dire des parents qui n'arrivent plus à contenir leurs enfants. Je prends le cas des enfants du primaire, à qui on va dire, comme tu entres, ne touche personne, tu t'assois sur ton banc, surtout que même le gouvernement, on a insisté là-dessus, les parents devraient donner les goûters à leurs enfants. Ça veut dire que l'enfant vient avec son sac déjà chargé, son goûter, son eau, tout son nécessaire. Et on précise, ne partage avec personne. Là, c'est de minimum. Je suis parfaitement d'accord avec ce que vous dites. Mais je dis, si tout le monde s'y met dans cette action, lorsqu'on parle de la question...
C'est pas tout le monde qui a ses moyens aussi de mettre les goûters à l'enfant chaque jour.
Non, mais
il y a des gens qui n'ont pas de moyens.
À la maison,
les temps sont difficiles. On parle même de cache-nez. We're talking of this face mask. Yes. The face mask, not how many parents will afford it with these difficult times that people are going through.
You have to make a small effort. Everybody have to make a small effort in this war. I call this a war.
Oui,
and everybody have to make an effort.
I'm really with you in that, because yes, it's a war, and sincerely there are casualties in every war.
Tout le monde devrait s'y mettre.
There are individuals who will not be capable, and I mean what I'm saying. There are a lot of people out there who have been struggling with life.
Yes.
And within this period of time, for them to be able to reach out to get something that they could support their own families. It's not easy. And it takes that he has maybe 5 children who all are about to write an exams. Just imagine that in each day, this particular person is supposed to feed children. Can you imagine that? If he is supposed to put that small water, bread, and all that in the backs of all those 5 children every day for how many months? At the end of the day, the person will not even have what to eat at home. Why? Because you are not taking into account that he's might be renting a house. You are not taking into account that he's paying bills. You are not taking into account that he is having so many things to handle.
And nous parlons de ces gens, these same people we are talking about here are the same people that were unable to feed before the COVID-19 came in.
Yes.
And now the COVID-19 is in. The situation has worsened. People are unable to have a square meal a day.
Prices of things have increased in the market.
Madame, vous allez accepter avec moi que avant que cette crise pandémique n'arrive, il y avait les parents qui ne parvenaient même pas à donner le goûter à leurs enfants qui partaient à l'école avec ça chaque jour.
Je suis d'accord.
Maintenant que la crise est venue empirer la situation, comment pouvons-nous expliquer que ces gens vont maintenant pouvoir donner le goûter à leurs enfants chaque matin pour qu'ils aillent avec à l'école sans mendier aux autres?
Please listen to me.
Yeah,
Ça veut dire qu'il y a de la bonne foi. Il y a de la bonne foi. Parce que je dis, c'est une question d'habitude.
Oui.
Si hier, mon enfant n'allait pas à l'école avec de l'argent de beignet, ça, je suis d'accord. La société, elle est dynamique. On n'est pas au même niveau, tout le monde. Ça veut dire que cet enfant était habitué à aller à l'école sans rien et rentrer. Surtout que maintenant, l'école, c'est juste une demi-journée, je crois. À l'école primaire, on parle de 7h30 à 12h30. Ça veut dire que même avec cette situation, il peut continuer à se comporter de cette manière. Mais qu'on ne mette pas là-dedans la mauvaise foi en disant on n'a pas de l'argent pour lui acheter à manger. Parce que déjà hier même, on n'en achetait pas. That is the question.
But now let us look at it this way. Now you talked about responsibility and parents educating children. We've known that we know how children can be. We know how it can be for some children.
Yes.
A parent might give the full education, tell him coronavirus is bad, and he goes to school. How are we sure that he is going to respect this?
But
It's very normal. Let me use a common example. They share things together. You might bring a candy to school, give it to your friend. I have
Good.
stopped mine, take yours and
I can
stop
answer
too.
this, yes.
It is very easy.
Yes, but I can answer this question.
Yes, answer.
I can answer this question.
Good.
Because we say that when the parent do your own work, we have a teacher in school,
to do the
we can
rest.
continue this work. Please listen to me.
Please.
Because now we have only class 6. It means that when we have only class 6, we can have even 6 or 7 teachers in that class to
Okay.
control them. One teacher to teach and another teacher to control them. It's possible.
who pays their salary?
Don't be... Oh, please.
In the
No,
private
they are
schools.
paid. No.
Oh, please.
No, in the
Regardez,
private
c'est-
schools.
Voilà le véritable problème. Derrière cette action, il y aura des coûts qui vont s'associer. Parce que lorsqu'on commence à vous dire les classes de style au coût moins 1 ne continuent plus. Mais convenez avec moi que ce sont ces enfants qui ont payé la scolarité toute l'année avant de partir. Vous connaissez comment fonctionnent les privés au Cameroun, non? À partir au mois de décembre, généralement, tout est payé.
Non, non.
Ah ben si!
Je suis pas d'accord.
Ben si, peut-être chez
non,
vous.
non.
Non, à
Non,
Douala
c'est
essayer.
pas chez nous.
Non, je vous en prie, à Douala essayer en
C'est
décembre.
vrai ce qu'elle dit.
À Douala
Attends,
essayer en
c'est
décembre,
bien,
quand l'enfant est au privé, tout est
c'est
déjà
pas
réglé. Non, here is like that. Ça veut dire que quand vous observez clairement, ces promoteurs des établissements vont gagner de l'argent. Parce que s'ils s'ils CP élémentaire 1, élémentaire 2, moins 1 ne travailleront plus. Donc on ne peut pas dire que ça va coûter beaucoup d'argent. Je vous dis que c'est responsable, que ce soit le privé. Parce qu'en principe, le privé même va beaucoup gagner dans cette action.
Ouais.
Parce qu'il y a 5 classes qui ne vont plus utiliser d'enseignants. Pourtant, les enfants ont déjà réglé les scolarités.
Docteur
Donc, je
Simon,
dis seulement, we put hands together to fight against COVID-19. Donc,
Ok.
on va
Docteur Simon,
arriver.
ce que je voulais dire, c'est, je ne dis pas que ce que tu dis est faux. What you are saying is not bad, it's not wrong. But as I said earlier, children, precisely the ones of primary school,
Yes.
there is no counsel as a parent that you give them, except that before COVID-19 came, you had been preparing them to know that this is the way they can come to live. But because of the situation that has happened, if you feel like you can give them a new education,
Yes.
it is not that easy to educate a child of 9 years, some 8 years, to get to keep all that counsel that you are giving. It becomes easy for them to disrespect it. Why? Because as I said earlier, it is psychologically proven that every child, the moment you give them a warning point, they want to do it in order to know the effect of it. And so, as a result of that, even though we will struggle to give all the education we can give at home, but there are some of these children that will automatically act contrary to those ideas and education you are giving them, because they actually want to see the effect. And you know what? They will be infected. And you know what? They will spread it at home. And you know what? It goes to the society. So as of my understanding, it is very, very important that the government should, in one way or the other, just close down this academic year and let us preserve our children and preserve the lives of our youth. Because I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying, but one thing I'll tell you is this: most of these old men who are taking these decisions, they are not coming out. They have their big cars, they are sitting inside, they have their big offices, and
Their children are
their
abroad.
children are not. In fact, they
Not going to school.
they have different means of educating their children, which the common man out there is not having. I'm not speaking for them, I'm speaking for the common man out there. I will not look at what these people are sitting in their offices and saying to be the best decisions. Those are the most wrong decisions. They don't live with the people down in the society to know the effects that they are going through, the realities of their lives. They live up there and they come and take decisions that will affect them down there. And they come and tell us stories. To me, that's bullshit. You come up with stories that have no substance. To tell me that a child will come and sit at home in the class and will be controlled by another teacher. Control them anyhow. They are children, they will react. As I said earlier, you cannot keep a policeman who will protect those children from the moment they are coming to school. My children, I don't drive them to school. They take a taxi. What if they enter a taxi and they contract
the virus?
them? So at the end of the day, don't tell me that they will be protected, because they will not be protected. Whatsoever will be done in school and whatsoever will be done at home, between the time they leave home and reach school, a lot of things will happen. So that is exposure. And if you look at it critically, it means that at the end of the day, you will have not only triple, not only quadruple. I mean that there will be a kind of geometric multiplication of this issue.
Okay, thank you very much. And to you, Mr. Tamfu Jones, let's look at it this way. Don't you think that the government is simply trying to see into the fact that we have to live with the coronavirus existing in the country?
Oh yes, if the government does what the government is doing, it's a good thing. But if we have to live with the coronavirus, they should put in place measures in which we can live with the coronavirus. We have seen in countries where they have even put robots to even screen people. But in Cameroon, what have they done? Apart from the bucket of the 15 liters and a cube of savon, is that what is going to help us to live with the coronavirus? No, it isn't. Because when we talk of these children going to school, we are talking of children. Look, vous acceptez avec moi que les enfants, quand tu prépares même le riz, peut-être avec, disons, le million d'or avec l'ondolé chez toi, un enfant va partir manger l'ontoxibana chez le voisin et refuser l'ondolé. Ça veut dire qu'on les envoie à l'école, tu vas beau et bien mettre le goûter dans les sacs. Arrivant à l'école, ils vont préférer le pain chocolat de l'enfant on appelle des minuit. Oui.
Yes.
Il va préférer le pain chocolat. Et pourtant, tu l'as bien mis les jus et tout. Il va pas le jus la donner à l'enfant du minuit et prendre le pain chocolat qui n'a pas, que toi tu ne considères même pas comme la nourriture. Donc, c'est ce que nous disons qu'on ne peut pas contrôler ces enfants. Et c'est comme ça qu'ils sont créés. Et c'est comme ça qu'ils vivent. Parce qu'on a eu la réunion des APE à l'école un temps. We went to school for today, what is PTA meeting. We were complaining that I was complaining that my child who came back from school would they have bread, and I did not give my child bread to school. But she brought back bread. The teachers told me that when they come to school, they eat their food. They have tried to stop them. They are unable to stop them. So we will just have to take it like that. These are the same children we want to send to school and think that we can control them in school. You will tell them why we are telling them in the house they will accept. When they reach school, they will hear the smell of chocolate very sweet. They will say that what is egg and bread when there's chocolate. The egg and bread go far. They will eat chocolate.
I listen to you. I understand what you are saying. But what I want to say here is that yesterday, your child will have only one teacher in his class. It means that it is not possible for this teacher to control everybody.
Okay.
Yesterday. But now, we will have 25, it's 25, 25. 25 child by children, yes, for 6 or 7 teachers. Only what I want to say that is that you have to take your part of responsibility. You have to think. Vous devez croire aux enseignants qui vont accueillir ces enfants, et je pense que le Seigneur fera le reste.
And let's take it this way,
Seigneur
Doctor. Let us look at it this way. Now, you're talking from a general perspective. That is what the government has said that should happen.
Yes.
And let us look at a case study of how many schools will endeavor to have this 7 teachers, like you rightly said, to take care of 25 pupils or students in the class.
Je suis en train de refaire le redéploiement parce que ça a été fait. On vous dit, le 1er juin, les classes ne vont reprendre qu'avec les élèves ne vont repartir à l'école que ceux qui sont dans les classes d'examen. Prenons le niveau de l'école primaire. Au niveau de l'école primaire, la seule classe d'examen, c'est le coût moyen 2. Ça veut dire quoi? Ça veut dire que hier, dans cet établissement, il y avait SIL, CP, C1, CO2, coût moins 1, coût moins 2. It means that 6 classes. 6 classes. That is why. Il y avait 6 classes. 6 classes suppose minimum 6 enseignants. Nous sommes d'accord là-dessus. Maintenant, on vous dit, ce n'est que le coût moins 2 qui fonctionne. Alors, on suppose, si le coût moins 2 avait 50 élèves, par exemple, alors, il y avait 6 classes, 6 enseignants et 50 élèves au coût moins 2. Alors, s'il a coût moins 1 à la maison, l'école ne reste que pour le coût moins 2.
Ça, c'est pour les écoles
primaires.
Government schools.
Oui, even private school.
Okay, now let me look at it this way.
Even
this other
private
question
school.
for you, doctor. Now, let's look at it this way. You say even private schools are going to affect this. Mais il y a beaucoup d'enseignants qui sont en congé technique. How many of the schools will call back the teachers to school, be it that they have to pay them the salaries?
Yes, I also talk about this. Please, a minute. Également, j'ai décrit cette situation. Prenons le cas du privé, où on avait par exemple des enseignants qu'on a envoyés en, comment on appelait ça, en chômage technique. Maintenant, le ministre vous dit, on va reprendre avec seulement le coût moins 2. Alors, vous n'allez pas appeler uniquement l'enseignant de coût moins 2 dans ces 50 élèves, non. Parce que pendant que vous n'appelez que le coût moins 2, reconnaissez aussi que les autres élèves, c'est-à-dire de la CIL au coût moins 1, ont fini la scolarité. Ça veut dire que c'est à votre avantage. You have to call another teacher to separate the effective and teach them.
Okay, I understand what the doctor is saying so well. Doctor, that is what is written. That is what is said out there. But that is not the reality.
Please,
Because
just
the reality,
wait and see.
la réalité,
No,
la réalité
just wait and see.
La réalité
you cannot observe now when
non.
not
La réalité, c'est clair.
Don't wait and
Je vais vous dire une chose. Nous sommes dans un pays où l'État a dit que les employés doivent négocier les salaires avec les employeurs. Et de l'expérience, nous avons vu que les employeurs ont décidé de arnaquer les employés. Donc, ils les paient des pendiums, un salaire qui ne sert à rien. Et ces gens sont des capitalistes et qui voudraient à tout prix faire trop de bénéfices. Vous comprenez?
Yes,
donc, comme il y a une pandémie, l'argent qui a été payé pour la scolarité, c'est les bénéfices, c'est ce qu'ils considèrent. Et ne voudraient pas partir dans ces bénéfices-là pour encore dépenser plus. C'est pour cela que si vous faites une expérience, sortez d'ailleurs, demandez aux enseignants des écoles privées s'ils ont eu des salaires pendant 7 ans de pandémie. Ils vont vous dire non, ils n'ont pas eu de salaire. Pourquoi on ne les a pas payé le salaire alors? Qu'est-ce que l'État a fait pour qu'on paye le salaire à ces enseignants du privé? Mais on veut maintenant que ces enseignants partent de contrôler les enfants qui vont composer. Est-ce que ça s'est fait? I will put it in English. The government said that the teachers employees should negotiate their salary with the employers. And the employers now, because they want to make much profit, and they know that the government will do nothing, they pay employees little salaries, money that cannot even help. And because they even said that they should be paid 38,000.
No, it's a negotiation.
Negotiation with employment that is Cameroon.
Negotiation.
If you don't take 50,000, they will not take you. They take another
property
person.
or liberty to make your own negotiation.
And stay hungry.
Yes,
when you want that, you have to survive.
Salary is a negotiation.
You see, what you are saying is making me a little bit disturbed, because administration means that we put orders for others to follow. In fact, we put
that is it.
We arrange a way for people to work happily in a society. If in relation to the employment of an employee,
yes,
it happens that the government does not have a fixed salary. For example, I know according to our employees, we have about 30, I think 39,000 something.
Which 39,000 is 37,800.
37,800. Okay, with 37,800 as the base that you are supposed to pay a worker.
Yes.
Tell me, if I go to negotiate and my boss sits down and say this is the way it is going to happen, and I actually
need a job,
money, I finally accept a silly amount of money which cannot take care of my home and my family. Then, in a moment when there is problem, they don't pay me, and the government does nothing to see into it that they give me my money. Then you call me back to come and sit in class to investigate, to try to take care of children. What do you think you are doing to that Cameroonian?
Come and beat
those things. I want to tell you, those are the errors that this particular regime needs to put in order. If in case we are supposed to, one situation will raise to another, will bring another.
Yes.
So if in case we want to actually rebuild this country, I think it is time for us to close down and start rebuilding. If we cannot close down and begin a rebuilding in this particular period of time, and we say we want to continue life, we are going to kill our youth. And you know, this is the plan of the Caucasians in order to wipe out black people. And this is going to work for their good, because they actually want us dead. If they think that, for example, if more Africans are sick, then their drugs will sell better. They will make their money. And when they bring their drugs are actually to kill you people and not to actually empower you people with life. You see, I'm talking like this. Somebody might look at it and say, maybe I hate the white man. I don't hate the white man. But to be sincere, there are projects out there with the aim of limiting the spread of the African society. And these are the kind of opportunities that they get to use in affecting their plan. And if we as Africans, we can't understand this, then it means that we are working with, we are robots. And it means that for as we always say, many of us have been brainwashed. And if our governments, whom we expect to be the ones to protect us, are the ones exposing us at the same moment, what do you expect us to do and to say? So to me, as an individual, I want to recommend this to the government. Coming back to these children, I don't think children should go to school. What should be done? Children should be kept at home. I don't think if my children lost 2 years of going to school, nothing has changed from them. They are still children. Because of the war that is happening in the Northwest and Southwest, they lost 2 years of going to school. Has that changed anything? No. Then what about just a term? What about just a term? Might be if we say, okay, for those who are writing the GCE, they can come to school and write a GCE that is custom made in relation to the situation. We can understand that, okay, it's just an examination that they are going to be writing. But when you tell them that they have to go and sit in class and be taught again, it gives them an opportunity to get to interact and get to contact this disease. So government should close down schools.
Okay, thank you very much. Back to you, Dr. Simo. I want to understand, is the government actually scared of failing? That is why they say school should resume by the 1st of June.
Non, ce que je veux insister, vraiment, le gouvernement a donné un ensemble de mesures, ça tout le monde le sait. Un ensemble de mesures avait été édicté depuis le 17 mars Et progressivement, il y a eu rajustement des mesures en fonction de la pandémie. C'est vrai que nous sommes dans une phase communautaire aujourd'hui. Je peux vous comprendre. Pourquoi est-ce que la position est ferme? C'est vrai aussi que vous sortez des zones où l'école a été arrêtée depuis 6 ans. Je peux encore mieux comprendre. Mais ce que j'insiste, et là j'insiste vraiment là-dessus, c'est que à un moment de la vie, we should be objective, we should be optimist, we should be positive. La positivité, l'objectivité ne traduit pas le sacrifice de nos enfants. Non, ça ne traduit pas. Un ensemble de mesures est donné pour la reprise des cours le 1er juin. Par exemple, allant au niveau supérieur, peut-être vous ne le saviez pas, on vous dit au BTS maintenant, on serait 10 étudiants par classe. Vous savez ce que ça va coûter? On dit 10 students per classroom.
Do we have the
exam?
Do we have
it
the
means
building?
that a lot of sacrifice will be done. And that is why I'm saying that is we have to be responsible. You have to talk in our children. We have to. On doit avoir confiance aux enseignants à qui on va leur confier. Et je crois que on va épargner nos enfants de cette lutte contre cette maladie qu'est le Covid-19.
Okay, thank you very much. I think the doctor is talking very well. But what I will say, I will bring to our knowledge and to the knowledge of the viewers, is that this country we are talking about is Cameroon, and it's our country. And it's in this country that the government said that there will be no Labor Day because of COVID-19.
Yes.
Then we do not have 4,288 cases. It is the same country that said that we will not celebrate the National Day because of COVID-19. Then we do not have 4,288 cases.
Yes, I agree
and
with you.
The same government now wants to send children to school. Why is it that if children can be educated to go and not share with their peers, why is it that us adults who could respect social distancing not go and say that instead of the numbers that used to match, they will reduce it and divide it into 10 and make sure that the National Day is celebrated? Then Mr. Bia will go and sit in front of the Boulevard de 20 Mai alone on the first chair, and the other minister will sit very far off and they celebrate the National Day. That was not done. Does that mean that they want to send our children to go and die? If they could not do that, at least they should.
It sounds like suicide mission.
It's a suicide mission. If an adult cannot go to a public gathering because of COVID-19, why should children be sent to schools when the COVID-19 has even escalated? I will say in French so that the other viewers should also understand. Je veux juste entendre dire quoi? Que si la décision est prise, mon français ne sera pas très bon. La décision est prise par l'État. Et l'État, c'est qui? Nous sommes l'État.